will oxalates react to a total hip replacement and navigating the minerals and supplements and with major sensitivities? This is a big question, but what I'd say is if you've got some time to prep before that surgery, I would focus on kind of what I've been talking about today, a high iron meal, a high calcium, zinc. Iron could be okay with magnesium, but calcium and zinc, you might want to isolate those, and then a free-for-all meal in a day. And it doesn't have to be breakfast, lunch, dinner. You can mix those up, but I would do that kind of approach. And I would absolutely make sure that my body is as replete as possible with minerals before that surgery, because when you're talking about a total hip replacement, there's bone healing that has to go on. So you have to have that. I would also recommend a higher protein intake because bone is actually a protein matrix with the minerals sort of as part of the structure. So if you don't have enough protein, those bones aren't going to knit as well as you'd like either. And for purposes of being ready for that surgery, I'd want you to be very replete in protein as well, because you don't want the body kind of having to go and get it from wherever it can when you're trying to do the healing process. You want that body to have as much resources available before you get there. When it comes to other things, those are probably not as important as the protein and the minerals. Those would be sort of, I'm going to call them both job one. You wouldn't want to do one without the other. You need both of those. In terms of the healing process, and if you have major sensitivities when it comes to supplements, I'd be thinking about the gentlest anti-inflammatory kinds of things post-surgery to help with healing. And MSM and methionine may not be the right kinds of things. You might actually be looking at something like calcium D-glucarate. So the thing about calcium D-glucarate is it helps support liver detox, but it's also helpful in terms of keeping pain levels down, which is very interesting. And you're getting some calcium with it. So you're getting detox support, you're getting additional mineral. Susan Owens has talked actually about on the Triangle Oxalates group about using it for pain control when she had, I think she broke a bone in her foot. I'm not absolutely sure, but she did have a broken bone. She didn't take any painkiller. She took calcium D-glucarate 6 times a day and totally controlled her pain with it, because the liver also processes and in some cases kind of potentializes, like makes potent natural painkillers that are available in the body. So supporting the liver can make some big difference there. But that would be my approach. When I had to go in for surgery last fall, protein, minerals, just made sure my body was as replete as possible, even though I wasn't having something specifically to do with bones. I just wanted to make sure that I had lots of nutrients.